Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to General Hospital spoilers, Lucky Spencer's testing are going well thus far. In the episode from October 7th, there is one more set of results to be seen. If they appear favorable, Lucky can proceed with donating a portion of his liver in an attempt to save Lulu Spencer's life. Naturally, we cannot overlook the fact that Lucky is risking a great deal for a sister who is unconscious. Given that Lulu hasn't shown any signs of waking up in the past few years, some PC inhabitants may question whether the danger is truly worth it. Although we are aware that Lulu will awaken this autumn, the characters are in the dark about it. Even so, Lucky cares for Lulu and wants to give her the best chance of surviving. He will undoubtedly do so if he passes this last round of tests because that is the only way to proceed with this liver donation. But because the show has previously emphasized the risk here, let's return for a second to the dangers. There is no such thing as a standard transplant procedure, Dr. Isaiah Gannon informed Lucky, and he also left some fairly sinister clues. Simply put, it appears that GH writers might be setting the stage for some complexities. Plus, during the week of October 7th to 11th, Elizabeth Baldwin will worry about Lucky. Liz will have to face some anxieties about what lies ahead, so she might become concerned about the truth of what Lucky is doing. Though they still need to resolve some old grudges, Elizabeth and Lucky have already started getting back in touch. Liz would never want an operating table accident since Lucky is also going to begin getting back in touch with Aiden Weber. Nevertheless, if all these dangerous hints are leading up to Lucky's near-death encounter, then one of those might already be in the works. There may be a scenario when it appears like Lucky won't make it through the surgery. Lucky might have a lot of time to daydream about the life he could have had if he had never left Port Charles. We'll see how it all works out because GH loves to do special episodes like that one. In any event, Laura Collins can become anxious if it appears that she could lose her son while attempting to preserve her daughter. Given that Laura returns to television on October 9th, she will undoubtedly soon be involved in all of the turmoil surrounding Lucky. Stay tuned for updates on Lucky and Laura's friendship and predictions on any tricky surgery news, as General Hospital spoilers suggest that their emotions will be revealed as they reconcile prior to the surgery. We have some comings and goings news to offer, so let's start with a favorite star's return, according to General Hospital teasers. It's good to hear that Jeannie Francis, who is almost soap opera royalty, will soon return to Port Charles as Laura Collins. Since Lucky Spencer was saved and returned to Port Charles in the hopes of saving Lulu Spencer, the excitement has grown. On October 10th, Laura will have a touching reunion with Lucky following her first appearance on October 9th. Laura will be overjoyed to see her son safely returned home, and she will be much more appreciative that Lucky is prepared to take action on Lulu's behalf. Naturally, Lucky needs to go through a few more tests to make sure he's ready for this liver donor transplant. Though everything have been promising thus far, unexpected turns are always lurking around the corner, ready to complicate matters. We ought to also discuss the several new faces that have recently appeared on GH. Is the show currently experiencing a recast overload? Even though Colin Cassidy appears a little bit old for the position, he made a great debut as Aiden Weber. Based on his own debut in PC, Van Hansis is also a fantastic actor, but some fans don't think his style at all fits Lucas' persona. This fall, Alexa Havens will make her debut as a Lulu recast, therefore the program will be introducing a number of new actors. There have been numerous cast changes since everyone became accustomed to the recasts of Christina Corinthos Davis and Molly Lansing Davis. Is GH going too far with the new Lulu, Aiden, and Lucas? Recasts can occasionally work out really well, but the show is still asking a lot of its viewers to embrace all the new faces on screen. This is particularly true when beloved figures like Kelly Monaco are being eliminated completely. Monaco is currently marching toward disaster on screen as she has already filmed her final moments as Sam. Sam's most recent interaction with Jason Morgan undoubtedly felt like an attempt to provide some closure for their respective characters. In order to set the stage for when he will truly lose Sam, Dante Falconeri has also been emphasizing how he could never lose him. As Sam's departure draws nearer, we'll provide you with updates on her final air date and analysis of how her departure will impact her loved ones. There will be more moments like that. Stay in for more comings and goings news as the turmoil in Port Charles is expected to intensify, according to spoilers for General Hospital. The boathouse has recently received a lot of attention, according to General Hospital spoilers, so it may play a significant role in Willow Corinthos and Drew Quartermaine's plot. James West eventually gave Ned Quartermaine the secret after hearing it while he was holed up in the boathouse. James updated Ned on Willow's shocking because he overheard her remorse over her kiss with Drew. Ned might easily use that information to blackmail Drew in the upcoming weeks, but he has to decide what to do with it now. But Ned also wants Michael Corinthos to know that Drew is a liar, so perhaps he could use this information in the end to demonstrate that. Naturally, if Ned tries to reiterate what James told him, Michael might not believe him. It's easy to see Michael playing the part of someone who thinks Ned is making this up to gain control or implying that James is just misinterpreting. Either way, given the boathouse is usually a drama hotbed, it might come up again. Fans of GH are aware that Sonny Corinthos killed agent John Jagger Cates in full view of the camera. Moreover, Sasha Gilmore Corbin nearly dated Cody Bell in the boathouse, so perhaps Willow and Drew would be a better couple to make the move there. Recently, Drew went to the boathouse with Willow, and they had some really private moments there. Willow is tired of being tempted and just wants Drew to leave her alone, but he doesn't seem to be able or ready to do that. Could that be the boathouse where Drew and Willow give in to their affections at last, given how frequently it has been used in recent months for significant story points? Ned will be able to easily learn of the betrayal and send Michael to see it for himself if it occurs on the Quartermaine property. Michael could be able to witness Drew's abilities himself if he doesn't trust Ned's insider information from James. We'll give you our guesses on how Michael will react when he discovers the bombshell information that Drew and Willow are harboring for one another, according to General Hospital spoilers. According to General Hospital spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks, from October 7th to October 18th, Brooklyn Quartermaine and Harrison Chase will hear some unsettling news from Violet Finn's principal. Violet was sent home early from school after hitting another child, and it's likely not the first time she's shown unsettling behavior in front of the teachers. According to General Hospital previews for Monday, October 7th, Willow Corinthos will make an effort to forget about Drew Quartermaine and concentrate on her family with Michael Corinthos. There will be some topics for Michael and Willow to discuss now that Lucas Jones is back in the area and prepared to take on a role in Wiley Corinthos' life. Willow appears to be suggesting that they work things out together, which may cause Michael to relive some painful memories of the baby switch. There will undoubtedly be some tearful moments when Lucas visits Bobby Spencer's grave at the cemetery in the interim. Harrison Chase and Brooklyn Quartermaine will have to deal with some startling revelations from Violet Finn's principal. Brooklyn and Chase were already aware that Violet had hit a child, Garth, for calling her father an alcoholic. Violet and Chase had a lovely conversation, but it might not have been enough to keep her from facing some serious penalties at school. In the GH teaser video, Chase appears perplexed as he poses inquiries. If this isn't the first time an issue has arisen since Hamilton Finn entered treatment, the principal may decide to announce Violet's expulsion as a result. Violet, for her part, will ask Tracy Quartermaine for guidance on what to do if Finn is disparaged by someone else. In Monday's GH episode, Lois Cerullo will also have a disturbing moment. It remains to be seen if this has anything to do with the Violet drama or possibly a secret. Lois might be worried if something happens to jeopardize the long-kept secret that Brooklyn is Giovanni Gio Palmieri's biological mother, as the show has been making suggestions that she may be. Robert Scorpio will inform Diane Miller that Holly Sutton is back in town in another scene, but he will reassure her that their relationship is stable. Holly will answer the door at her hotel suite anticipating room service and will look surprised to see someone else. Jack Brennan appears to be making an appearance, as he will have a fascinating interaction with Holly in Monday's episode. After that, Terry Randolph and Elizabeth Baldwin will review Lucky Spencer's last test results in the hopes that everything will proceed according to plan for Lulu Spencer's liver transplant. Lucky will finally get to see Aiden Weber after all these years, and he'll admit he owes his son a big apology. We'll see how Aiden reacts to Lucky's first real attempt to mend things and establish a connection with him. General Hospital spoilers state Aiden may keep his guard up out of concern that Lucky may forsake him again, but our predictions point to them forming a better bond over time. The Friday, October 4th General Hospital teaser teases Violet Finn having to be picked up early from school after fighting with a boy called Garth. Violet punched Garth because he had labeled Hamilton Finn a drinker and had continued to talk about his stint in treatment. Violet was taken upstairs to change when Brooklyn Quartermain showered her with grape juice in retaliation from Garth. Violet was appreciated by Harrison Chase for being honest with them, but he also cautioned her that her actions could have repercussions. A call stating that the principal needed to meet Violet's guardian immediately alarmed Brooklyn. Ava Jerome advised Rick Lansing at the gallery not to investigate any possibility of tampering with Heather Weber's results because GH might use their own lawyers to delay the case. Before taking departure, Rick understood someone had to be protected by Ava. Following that, Ava went to see Portia Robinson at her workplace and confronted her about the results manipulation that Rick was aware of. At first, Portia attempted to deny it, but Ava was certain it was her and didn't hold it against her for attempting to keep Trina Robinson safe. Ava eventually convinced Portia that she was accountable by stating that she would stop at nothing to keep her own daughter safe. Ava insisted on helping Trina because she knew that if her mother's job failed, Trina would blame herself. That being said, Ava wished Portia would just shut up and stop making a big deal out of herself. In addition to the fact that Rick might snoop around for Heather's benefit, Portia was worried about Brad Cooper working in the lab now. Ava thought she could handle Rick, and she soon received a call informing her that he was trying to have the case thrown out. Regarding Ava's enigmatic buddy, Rick maintained that they should stay that way. They hugged after Lucky Spencer dropped by Sonny Corinthos' office. Lucky felt that his father would have been disappointed that he had ever left, while Sonny believed that Luke Spencer would be happy for him for returning. Following Sonny's inspirational speech on fathers and sons, Lucky visited the hospital to meet up with Isaiah Gannon. Next, Trina attempted to reschedule Giovanni Gio Palmieri's violin performance at the gallery, but after Ava shoved Christina Corinthos Davis out of the window, he lost interest. Trina walked away and tried calling around to see if she could get another violinist. Jocelyn Jacks had Gio and Trina make up after realizing there was tension when she arrived. Gio ultimately consented to perform the concert in Trina's honor and wait for the court to rule on Ava's guilt. Lucas Jones was welcomed home by Carly Spencer. Lucas discussed his desire to make a fresh start in Port Charles again, which included leaving Boston and taking a job at GH. After the baby exchange was made public, it was difficult to be near Wiley Corinthos, but Lucas was now prepared to become an uncle. Lucas looked for updates after Jocelyn informed him about Carly and Sonny's potential participation. But in the end, Lucas made the decision to return later for further information, and he managed to locate Brad at the hospital lab. Brad was happy to see Lucas, but his happiness was short-lived. Lucas was just there to provide clarification regarding his return to GH, which explains why. Brad was Brad's only business partner, he didn't want to talk to him about anything else. Lucas wasn't against Brad, he just wasn't interested in hanging around thinking about the past. Carly spoke with Pozzolo about Alexis Davis and the need to clear her name when she got to his place. Sonny believed that locating the gun that Alexis threw away would be crucial in demonstrating that it wasn't the one that murdered John Jagger Cates. Sonny promised to give himself up if it came down to it because Carly was worried about what would happen if the weapon wasn't recovered. We'll bring you more drama predictions as General Hospital spoilers indicate that if Alexis' condition worsens, Sonny might be pressured into making a confession. Thursday, October 3rd General Hospital spoilers tease that Elizabeth Baldwin sat with Lucky Spencer and gave him a hug while he was eating a burger at Bobby's. Liz received information from Lucky regarding the issue surrounding Jen Sidwell and he gave her his word that he wouldn't break any pledges he made to Aiden Weber. Lucky accompanied Liz to GH since she had to go to work. Molly Lansing Davis visited Alexis Davis at Pentonville and encouraged her to take the necessary steps to win her release. Part of Alexis' defense involved putting Sonny Corinthos under the bus. Molly said that despite search attempts, the weapon Alexis disposed of was remained missing. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.